Is Jeff Bezos returning to Amazon in 2023? Hey guys, today we're going to know if Jeff Bezos is returning to Amazon in 2023. Let's get right into it. Given Amazon's stock price decline and the company's looming operational challenges, could Jeff Bezos pull a Bob Iger and return as CEO? According to one investor, that scenario will play out in 2023. Michael Batnick, managing partner at Ritholtz Wealth Management, predicts that Bezos will make a comeback after handing over the reins to longtime company vet Andy Jassy in mid-2021 and becoming executive chairman. Batnick bases his forecast primarily on the company's low stock price. While 2022 was a brutal year for many tech stocks and the worst year for the overall market since 2008, Amazon's 50% drop was the company's biggest since 2000, when the dot-com bubble burst. So far in 2023, shares have risen 1% in 2 market sessions. Stock losses wiped out an astonishing $840 billion in market value in just a year, as well as $100 billion from Bezos' personal net worth. Batnick told CNBC in an interview, "The company he spent his life building is struggling big time." He then added, "A CEO reversing an earlier departure is not without precedent. At Disney, Bob Iger just did this. Starbucks boss Howard Schultz has pulled this multiple times." Amazon's financial glide path during COVID was disrupted by Jassy as inflation and a slew of other economic factors conspired against it. When the company reported third-quarter earnings in October, it provided surprisingly weak guidance for 2023, predicting that total revenue would rise by only 2 to 8% over the previous year's total. Batnick concedes, "There are a lot of cross-currents that Amazon is facing, no doubt about it." However, he stated that personal losses as well as the dire state of his company would be enough to entice Bezos back to the corner office. Amazon is dealing with a difficult operating environment, which includes a slowdown in advertising as well as rising shipping, labor, and logistics costs. In an SEC filing, the company disclosed that it had obtained an $8 billion loan for general corporate purposes. A spokesperson for the company stated that the loan was motivated by the uncertain macroeconomic environment in a statement to tech and financial media outlets. After COVID caused a surge in customer demand, Amazon decided to double its network of fulfillment centers, only to see the winds shift as the pandemic progressed. Many new facility plans have had to be scaled back or put on hold, and layoffs have hit its 1.3 million person workforce. A rare step for a tech behemoth that was in the midst of a hiring spree when Jassy took over. While the company remains a behemoth in many industries, including entertainment, with Prime Video may have its peak year in 2022, its overall momentum has slowed. Rather than the world building of 2020, now it is time to regroup. Of course, Jassy is no novice. The 25-year Amazon veteran most recently served as the CEO of Amazon's crown jewel division, Amazon Web Services. Despite this, the affable but intense music lover was not widely regarded as a potential heir to the throne. He has stated that he had no plans to run for higher office when Bezos approached him in 2021. Unlike at Disney, where Iger became increasingly isolated and then second-guessed the decisions of handpicked successor Bob Chapek, Bezos remains involved in Amazon's day-to-day operations, and there hasn't been much public drama. Jassy said a few weeks ago at the New York Times Dealbook conference, "I didn't really think Jeff was ever going to do something different with the CEO role. When he and Bezos discussed the handover, he spent the majority of the time asking if he was certain he wanted to make the change." Despite claims, critics argue that Amazon's switchback would do more harm than good. Jassy spent 15 years at the company building AWS, which generated $6.52 billion in operating income in the most recent quarter, according to bar chart analyst Will Ashworth. This contribution to Amazon's profits, combined with Jassy's newness to the position and external factors weighing on Amazon's stock, leads some to believe that an Iger-Chapek situation is not yet required. While no changes have yet been implemented, only time will tell what happens to Amazon's management in 2023. For the meantime, according to a source close to Jeff Bezos, the billionaire would like to buy the Washington Commanders. Bezos is looking into buying the Washington Commanders, according to the source, after current owners Dan and Tanya Snyder announced plans to sell the NFL team. The Amazon founder's interest in purchasing an NFL team dates back to 2019, according to CBS Sports, when Bezos expressed interest in becoming a league owner. Bezos has strong support within the league to eventually join their ranks, according to the outlet, but no teams were for sale at the time. The Commanders, on the other hand, may now be available. After 23 years of ownership, the Snyders appear to be considering selling or adding a minority owner to the team, according to a statement shared with People. The Snyders, according to the Commanders, have hired Bank of America Securities to consider potential transactions. Although the statement did not explicitly state that the team intended to sell, according to the Wall Street Journal, hiring a bank is a common first step in the process. When asked about the team's purchasing options, a team spokesperson stated, "We are exploring all options." On top of that, according to the insider, Bezos is considering making the purchase, possibly in partnership with Jay-Z. Previously, the rapper owned a stake in the Brooklyn Nets. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.